Hello students, welcome back to today's class, and in today's class we are going to have some practice sessions on some of the topics we have discussed earlier. Right? My name is Avinash and I'm a graduate from IIT Kharagpur. Let's start today's session. So what's the first question that we are practicing today? In a certain company, there are 36 women and 60 men. What is the simplest form of the ratio of men to women? Okay, very simple question. So in a certain company, there are men and women, and we have the count as 60 men and 36 women, and we have some ratio. It's not 36 is to 60 or 60 is to 36. We need to write the answer in terms of a simplest form. Right? A very easy question, so I'm giving you time for 1 minute. So please try to solve that. It's a straightforward ratio between men and women. Right? And thereafter, we can also discuss about the total strength and the men. Total strength is to women, or men to total strength, women to total strength. We have different questions that can be framed using the same information. I'll tell you explain that. Okay, so please quickly do that. In a certain company, there are 36 women and 60 men. So now tell me, ratio of men to women. It's not women to men, it is men to women. So what is men? Men's strength is 60 and women's strength is 36. So please try to solve that quickly. Men and women, it is 60 is to 36. You should not write it as 36 is to 60 because it was given men to women. The ratio is asked about men to women. Right? So now quickly tell me. It's time done. So what is the answer here? So with which number can we cancel? If you're confused like this, you can write 60 by 36. So in a 60 is a 12 into 5 and 36 is a 12 into 3. It is enough to say that 12 and 12 can be cancelled, and you'll get the answer as a 5 is to 3. You'll get the answer as a 5 is to 3, which is in the simplest form. The simplest form of the ratio of men to women is a 5 is to 3. In case, if the question is asked about women to men, if the question is asked about women to men, then your answer will be 36 by 36 is to 50. Your answer will be 36 is to 50, and you'll get it as 3 is to 5. You'll get that answer as a 3 is to 5, right? That is about women to men. It is a men to women, and that is a women to men. So 5 is to 3 and 3 is to 5. Now, what is the simplest form of the ratio of men to the total company strength? I'm asking men to total company, the total strength. Men is 60, and now tell me what is the total strength. Total will be the sum of men and women. 36 plus 60, that will be 96. The sum of these two will give you 96. Okay, whatever it is. With 12 we can cancel 12 5s and 12 8s, right? So that will be 5 is straight. So in that manner, you can try to frame different questions, and you can also try to solve different possibilities from the given question. Okay, so moving forward for the next question. What is the next one? In the group, there is a ratio of doctors to lawyers. So in the group, there are doctors as well as lawyers. Okay, so in a group, the ratio of doctors to lawyers is a 5 is to 4. Do we have the strength, how many lawyers or how many doctors? Not yet. We just have the ratio of their numbers. It's not 5 doctors and 4 lawyers, they are the ratio. Okay. If the total number of people in the group is 108, what is the number of lawyers in the group? If the total number of people in the group is 10, total strength is given as 108, what is the number of lawyers in the group? So please quickly do that so that we can try to solve for the next question. We have a couple of good questions in today's class. We'll try to discuss them quickly, and then we'll move for the next question. Okay. In a group, the ratio of doctors to lawyers is 5 is to 4. If the total number of people in the group is 108, what is the number of lawyers in the group? Right. So we need to find the lawyer's strength, and if lawyer's strength is obtained, we can also try to find doctor's strength also, because we know the total count is 108. But here, how many doctors? We need to take it as a 5x. What is that x? We don't know. What is that multiple? We don't know that. The same way, lawyers will consider it as a 4x. 5x and 4x, the total 5x plus 4x should be equal to 108, right? So quickly do that. 5x plus 4x will be 108. From there, we need to bring how many number of lawyers and how many number of doctors are there. So let's quickly see that. Doctors is 5x and lawyers is 4x. right? So doctors plus lawyers will get as 9x, and this 9x is given as a total strength which is 108. 9x is equal to 108. So from here we can get x is equal to 108 by 9. X is equal to 108 by 9. So you can see that it is 9 into 12. Let me check that. 12 9s, 9 2s are 18, 9 1s 9 10. Okay, so it is 9 1s and 9 12. So x will be equal to 12. X will be equal to 12, right? So now answer is not 12. The question is number of lawyers. How many number of lawyers are there? 4x. The number of lawyers is equal to 4x, which is the 4 times of 12, which is a 48. And what about if the question is asked about doctors? Doctors is 5x. So 5 into 12 will be 16. The total count will be 108. The total count will be 10, right? So 48 plus 60. So that will give you the option B. That will give you the option B, right? So the next question, moving forward for the next one. If the ratio of chocolates to ice cream cones in a box. So there is a small box where you have chocolates and ice creams, right? Is 4:8. The ratio is given as 4:8. 4:8. And the number of chocolates is 120. And the number of chocolates is 120. It is from the 4:8 ratio. Find the number of ice cream cones. Okay, we have chocolates and ice cream cones in a box. We need to find the ratio between these two. So in the same previous way, what we have done, taking that 4x and 8x and equating that to 120, you will get the value of x, and from there you can try to find what is the ratio, what is the number of ice creams and chocolates. Okay, so please timer is on. Do quickly. In less than 30 seconds, you can tell me the answer. If you are very clear with the calculations, if you are very clear with the ratios of or the applications there, it will be very easy. You can try to solve that in just 30 seconds, or maximum you can take 1 minute. In 1 minute you can try to solve that. Okay, so we have the options 40, 48, 80, 100. So quickly do that. Let's try to discuss quickly for more questions today. If the ratio of chocolates to ice cream cones in a box is 4:8. So in the same way, we need to take this as 4x and this one as 8x. So 4x plus 8x, whatever the total count, that will be equal to 120. 4x plus 8x, the total count will be equal to 120, right? So let's try to see that. 4x plus 8x, that is the total chocolates and ice cream cones, which should be equal to 120. Which should be equal to 120. 4 plus 8 is 12. 4 plus 8 is 12. 12x is equal to 120. X is equal to 120 by 12. 12x is equal to 120. X is equal to 120 by 12. So we can, from here we get 12 is 12 ones and 12 tens, right? 12 ones and 12 tens. So I can say that x value is equal to 10. X value is equal to 10. Okay. So if x is 10, here chocolate is 4x and ice cream cones is 8x, right? So let's try to discuss this one. 4x, 4 into 10 is 40. These are the number of chocolates. What about the ice cream? Ice cream is 8x. 8x, which is 8 into 10, which is equal to 80. These are the number of cones, ice cream cones. The question is how many ice cream cones? We need to go with 80. So what is the correct answer for us? 80 is the correct answer, which is option C. Option C, 80 is the correct answer. Correct? Okay. So further, the next question. Find the ratio of 63 meters and 45 centimeters in the simplest form. 63 meters and 45 centimeters. I am not giving you any hint on how to solve this one, because it's a very tricky, very simple logic that you need to convert something to the something, right? I'm just leaving that for you. So I think you can do that in 30 seconds. So please quickly do that. The ratio of 63 meters and 45 centimeters. So 63 is to 45. 63 is to 45. So if you can solve that, it's up to you. 63 and 45. The rest 63 is to 45. I think option A maybe matching to that. I don't know. But from where this 700, 140, everything came, I still don't know. Let's see that. Find the ratio in its simplest form. Simplest form means there should not be any other common factor for both the numbers other than 1. other than 1, there should not be any common factor. Right? So just tell me one thing, what is the hidden logic here? That is the meters and centimeters. Here we have meters, here we have centimeters, right? So what is the relation between meters and centimeters? The relation between these two, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? 63 meters. So 63 meters, we write as 63 into 1 meter, that is 63 into 100 centimeters, which is equal to 6,300 centimeters, which is equal to 6,300 centimeters, right? And the next ratio is 45. So the ratio is 6,300 is to 45, right? The ratio we need to find 6300 by 45. So can we cancel with anything? I think we can cancel with 3 or maybe 9 also we can cancel. Let me write that as 6300. 63 into 100 by 45. Let's try to see that. I know that it's 7 5 nines and not 5. Maybe with 9 we can cancel, right? Yeah. 9 5s are 45 and 9 sevens. 9 sevens are 63. So that will give you 7 into 100 by 5, which is 700 by 5, and you can see 700 by 5 is in the option C. But when we are writing in simplest form, we should not have any common factor. 1 more 5 is again a common factor. So I cancel 5 and 20 times. So that will become 140 by 1, which is a 140 is to 1. Which is a 140 is to 1. That is the option D. Right? Next one. Which of the following number is divisible by 3 but not by 6? Divisibility by 3. So please try to quickly recall what is the law behind that. What is the law? What is the rule behind the divisibility by 3? You know, divisibility by 3 means the sum of the digits should be a multiple of 3. The sum of the digits should be a multiple of 3, and which is not divisible by 6, but not by 6. Okay. So 40, 48, 42, 45, which is not divisible by 6. You can carefully see here. Okay. So 3 means the sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. Sum of digits should be divisible by 3. But not by 6. That means it should not be an even number. It should be an odd number. Why even and odd came? Because when we are talking about the number 6, it is a multiples of 2 and 3, where 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So it is enough if the number is divisible by 2 and number is divisible by 3. For 3 we have sum of the digits, it should be a multiple of 3, and for 2 it should not be an odd number. It should be an even number for divisible by 2. But here we don't need such type numbers. That means we need odd numbers, right? So 44 plus 0. 4 plus 0 is 4, which is not divisible. 4 plus 8 is 12, which is divisible by 12, divisible by 3. 4 plus 2 6, divisible by 3, correct? 4 plus 5 9, divisible by 3, correct? But not by 6. But not by 6. You can see here 6 8s are 48. It is an even number. It is also an even number, right? So these are divisible by 6. Okay. 40 and 48 are divisible by 6, but whereas 45 divided by 3 you will get it as 15, but 45 by 6 you will not get any straight numbers, any integer. So 45 is the number which is divisible by 3 but not by 6. A very straightforward simple question. Okay, the logic is for 6 you need to take care of the multiple of 2 as well as the multiple of 3, divisibility rule of 2 and divisibility rule of 3, right? Moving forward, if a 3-digit number 5-6 is divisible by 6, so this is divisible by 6, find the possible values suitable in the blank so that the number is divisible by 8. So it is divisible by 6 as well as we need to find whether it is divisible by 8 or not. Okay, so divisibility of 6, again as I'm saying, it should be a divisibility of 2 and 3. It should be a divisible of 2 and 3. So for the number 3, the sum of the digits should be a multiple of 3, correct? So we have the options like 5 1 6. It is divisible by 3 because 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 6 12. Next 5 2 2 6, no, 5 3 6, no, 5 4 6. It is divisible by 3. 5, maybe 7 6, 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 6 18, correct? Or any other thing, 7 8 9 10, or it's actually 0 5 0. So I don't think any other number can fit here, right? With the 5 9 12, I think 5 9 6, no, 5 9 5 9 6, 5 plus 9 is 14, no. So these are the three numbers which are divisible by 3, and now it should also divisible by 2, right? That's okay, it's already divisible by 2, all are even numbers. It should also be divisible by 8. For the number 8, we need to take it manually because it is a 3-digit number. We need to divide it normally, right? So what is that digit? Maybe 1 or 4 or 7. Let's try to see that. 5 1 6 divided by 8. 8 4 8 5 8 6 48. So we are left with 3 and 6. 8 36 will not be cancelled. Okay. 546. Let's try to do with 546. 8 6 8 7 56. 8 6 are 48. 6 is there again, 66. No. What about 576? Let me check that. 576 divided by 8. 8 6 or 8 sevens we can go. 7 is 56, right? 8 sevens. With 8 and 576, 8 sevens 56, 1 is left, 6, 2 16. So 72 into 8 will give you 576. So 576, that means 576, 7 is the middle number, so that blank should be filled with 7, so that the number 576 is divisible by 2 as well as 3, that means 6, and also with 8, right? Moving forward, find the smallest 5-digit number 1 blank 024 divisible by 56, and divisible by 56, we know 7 8s are 56, and so we need to take care of this one. Okay, the thing is, it should be a multiple of 8, the last 3 digits multiple of 8. Yes, it is, right? Now we need to take care of 1024, 12024, 1324, right? It should be multiple of 7. Okay, so we have the options 10024, 11024, 12024. Let's assume that you don't know the multiple rule of 7. So just divide 7 and 10024. 7 ones, 7, you have 3, 0. 7 fours, 28. We have 2, 2. 7 threes, 18. We have 4, 4. And that is not divisible, right? So 7 6 42. 7 6 are 42. And you're left with the remainder 2. So what we can do, we can go with the second option, 11024. 11024 with 7. 7 1 7, which is 4 0. 7 4, so 7 5s. 7 5 35, you'll get 5 2. 7 6 7 7, 7 7 49, you'll get 3 and you'll get 4. Okay, we have not done. Just once again, please cross check all these calculations. Let's go with 12024. 12024 with 7. Right, 7 1 7, we get 5 back, 0. 7 7 49, you get 1 2. 7 1 7, you'll get 5 and 54. 7 8 56. I am not sure that we can any other number is divisible by 56. Again, find the smallest 5-digit number 11024. Let me check that again. 717, we get 3 0. 7 4 28, we get 2 back, and we need to bring 2. 7 3s, we have done wrong. Here we have done wrong. 7 3s is 21. See, calculation mistakes. So please be very careful. 7 3s 21. We have 1 left and 4. So 7 2s. 7 2s are 14, and that will give you 0. So 1432, 10024 is the correct answer. Although we have a divisibility rule for 7, we will cover that in the coming classes. But still, if you don't know that, at this level, if you don't know that, just skip that and try to divide normally. Okay, next one. Which of the following is called a reflex angle? Reflex, what do you mean by reflex? Reflex means the angle which is greater than 180. Okay, so in the angles, when we have 0 to 90, we say it is acute angle. 0 to 90, we say acute angle. 90 to 180, we say it is obtuse angle. 180 to 270, 180 to 270, we say 180 to 270 or 270 to 360. This complete thing we say as a reflex angle. We say reflex or reflex angle. Right? So what is the options? 100 degrees, no obtuse. 60, no acute. 120, no obtuse again. 290, which is greater than 180. So we can say that this angle is correct. This option is correct. Option D is the correct answer. Okay. So the next question, which of the following is an acute angle? You know, the acute angle is in between 0 to 90. Acute angle is in between 0 to 90. So which option is that? 100, no. 120, no. 290, no. 60 is the correct answer. So option B is the correct answer. Very straightforward, simple question. Which of the following is true? We have one more question here. Line is also a curve. Yes, I said that, right? Geometrical shapes when discussing, line is also considered as curve. That is true. Polygons are made of any curves? No. Polygons are made up of only line segments. Circle is made of line segments? No. Circle is a curve. Okay. Area between arc and chord is called sector. Arc and chord. Okay, let's try to discuss what is arc. Arc and chord is not a sector, it's about segments. Okay, so this is also not correct. So option A is the correct answer. Right. So I hope you enjoyed this lecture. You understood all the questions that we have discussed. In the coming lecture, we are going to discuss in the next topic. Right. So thank you so much, friends. Stay tuned to get the next lecture. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so now we'll be going into a quiz on light. So we'll be going into a few questions for practice on the chapter light. Okay, so my name is Shashan Reddy, I'm a graduate from IIT NEET. Let's go into the questions. The first question is this, a very simple, straightforward question which is very important for us. Right, so what is that? Does light travel in a straight line? Yes or no? Does light travel in a straight line? Yes or no? Normally. In a single medium. What do you think? The answer is yes, light travels in a straight line. Only when there is reflection it changes direction, but normally when you think, let's say, how is light traveling through air? It travels in a straight line. Okay, good. Next. Classify the following objects as transparent, translucent, or opaque. You have to classify them as transparent, translucent, or opaque. Let's just tick it. So first comes air. What about air? Is air transparent, translucent, or opaque? What do you think? Can you see through air? Yes, I can see through. Yes or no? I can see everything through air. So that means air is transparent. Air is transparent. What about water? Clean water, clear, clean and pure water. You can see through it, so that's also transparent. What about smoke? Through smoke you can see partially. Okay, it will be visible but not clearly. So it is partially visible. That means it is translucent. Smoke is translucent. Aluminium foil. What about aluminium foil? What is that? It is opaque. You cannot see through aluminium foil. A mirror. Can you see what is behind a mirror? No. So mirror is opaque. What about fog? Fog in winter. It is, you can see through it partially. That's why it is what? It is translucent. Then what about a sheet of polythene? Plastic. Translucent. You can see through it partially. Butter paper, tracing paper. What about that? It is translucent. Got it? Some basic classification. Some basic objects. Okay, good. Next. The moon is a few options. Artificial luminous object, natural luminous object, or non-luminous objects. 3 options. What do you think? Moon is, yeah, the moon is, and the answer will be option C, non-luminous. Moon does not emit light. Moon only reflects the light falling on it from the sun. Yes or no? Right. The next question, I think I gave you the answer for that, but you can still write it down in your book. Where does the light from the moon come from? Or moonlight, whatever you call it as moonlight during the night. What is that light? Where does it actually come from? Please write it down in your book, and then you can compare your answer with mine. Where does the light from the moon come from? Where does it come from? It comes from the sun. This is what happens. The sun emits light and that light falls on the moon. Moon reflects it and it falls on earth. Yes or no? Right, so what does moon do? Moon reflects the light. Moon reflects the light falling on it or incident on it from the sun. Or in simple terms, you can say moon reflects the sunlight. Moon reflects the sunlight. Moon is non-luminous, opaque object. Got it? Good. Next. Do translucent objects cast a shadow? Yes or no? A very tricky question. Do translucent objects cast a shadow? Yes or no? What do you think is the answer? And the answer is yes, but there's a condition. Yes, but yes, but an unclear shadow, but an unclear and a dull shadow. It will not be completely dark. Proper shadows will be completely dark, but yeah, this shadow cast by a translucent object will not be completely dark. It will be unclear and dull. Okay, good. Next. Is the image shown here correct? Give reason. What do you think? Is the image shown here correct? The complete figure. I'll give you how much time? 30 seconds of time for this. It's a tricky question again. You have to watch it carefully and then say, is that correct or not? Yes or no? So please everyone think about that and then tell. Now 15 seconds more. 10 seconds more. 3, 2, 1. The time is up. And what about the answer? The answer is this is wrong. Is the image shown here correct? No. Now give reason. Why? Because this is similar to a pinhole camera. This is a pinhole. And in pinhole camera, the image that you get should be inverted. The image obtained on the screen in a pinhole camera. In a pinhole camera should be what? Should be inverted, matlab head down. Yeah, so here the trees are up. In the image, the trees should be at the bottom. So, should be inverted. That is the reason. Is that clear? The image obtained on the screen in a pinhole camera should be inverted. That is the reason why this is not correct. This is wrong. Got it? Good. Next. If a person tries to view a candle through different pipes, you can see A, B, C and D, different pipes. In which case, will the candle be visible? In which case will the candle be visible? A, B, C and D. What do you think? Yeah, in which case will the candle be visible? And the answer is D. And because light travels in a straight line, that is a simple reason. Then you will be able to see. But here what happens if here it gets struck? It gets reflected. We cannot see that. Right, here also. Cannot see. Here also. Cannot see. So we can see the candle only in the case of what? Only in the case of option D and not in any other case, because light travels in a straight line. And what is that property of light called as? It is called as rectilinear propagation of light. It is called as what? Rectilinear propagation of light. Propagation will mean traveling. Rectilinear will mean straight line. The traveling of light along a straight line is called as rectilinear propagation of light. Good? Okay. The next question. Mention a few examples. Mention a few examples which prove that light travels in a straight line. Now just now we talked about this. Rectilinear propagation of light. But give us a few examples which actually prove that point. Can you write down a few? I'll give you again 30 seconds of time. So please write down a few natural examples which can explain the rectilinear propagation of light, which prove that light travels in a straight line. So please give a few examples. Three, two, one. The time is up. So what about the answer? I'll give a few examples, a few practical examples. One is shadow. Two, pinhole camera, the working of a pinhole camera. Yes or no? Pinhole camera will work on the principle of what? Rectilinear propagation of light. So these two are pretty common examples for what? Or to prove that light travels in a straight line. Got it? Shadow or pinhole camera. Understood? Wonderful. Next. Which of the following can never will mean not possible, can never form a circular shadow? The shapes are given here: ball, flat, disc, shoebox or a cone. Which of them can never form a circular shadow? Again, I'll give you 30 seconds of time. Think and then answer. Which of them can never form a circular shadow? Imagine the shape of all of them given here and imagine the shadows that they can make. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time is up. But the correct answer is what? A shoebox. Because look at this. These are the shapes that we were discussing about. See, when I look at the shoebox, generally this is the shape of shoebox. Okay, that's how the normal shoebox will be. Look at it anyway. You can throw light from anywhere, from top, from front, from side, from back. It's up to you. You will never get a circular shadow. Never. There is no circle. There is no ball-like thing. Nothing. So we will never get a circular shadow from this. But a disc can give a circular shadow. A ball can give a circular shadow. A cone can give a circular shadow. All these three can give whereas shoe cannot. Okay, so if I come back to the question, which of them can never form a circular shadow? A shoebox. Got it? Wonderful. Next. Again a very simple question. Reflection is what? Change in direction of light when it falls on a reflecting surface. Passing of light through a transparent object. Obstructing of light by an opaque object. None of the above. Which is the best suitable answer in this case? Which is the best suitable answer in this case? A, B, C and D. I'll give you 15 seconds of time. So please think and answer. So time is up and the correct answer is, the best suitable answer would be option A. Okay. B is also not, B is completely wrong. C can be partially correct. But again it doesn't tell what happened. So A would be the correct answer. Yes or no? Because when light falls on a reflecting surface or any opaque surface for that matter, what happens? It gets bounced back. So its direction is changing. It gets bounced back, so its direction is changing. I know it's not completely accurate, but the best option would be A. Change in direction of light when it falls on a reflecting surface. Got it? Good. Next. What do we obtain? What do we obtain when an opaque object obstructs the path of light? When an opaque object does not allow light to pass through it, what do we get? Do we get an image, a shadow, a reflection, or none of the above? Again, 15 seconds. Quick. And the time is up. And the correct answer is shadow. Yes or no? When an opaque object obstructs light, if this is the bulb, right, if it obstructs light, then what is formed behind the object? Behind the object, shadow is formed. What is this? That is what? That is the shadow. So now there is light in front of me, behind me there is shadow. Because I obstruct the light. Opaque objects obstruct the light. That is the reason. Good. Now, next. Which of the following is not required? You have to be careful. Is not required for a shadow to be formed. Opaque object, a screen, air, or a source of light. What is not required for a shadow to be formed? Again, 15 seconds. Again, quick. The time is up and the correct answer would be, the correct answer is air. Even if air is there or if air is not there, shadows will be formed. Because for a shadow to be formed, only three things are required. What are they? The source of light, a screen, and an opaque object. Right? And air is transparent. So it does nothing. It just allows light to pass through it. So even if there is air, even if there is no air, shadow can be formed. Okay. So you can again see another question, similar one but interesting. Which of the following can be used to safely view the image of sun? Interesting, right? What can be used to safely view the image of sun? A plane mirror, a pinhole camera, a periscope, or a glass sheet? Which one? Yeah, again 15 seconds, quick. Which of them can you safely use to view the image of the sun? Yeah? The correct answer would be? The correct answer would be a pinhole camera, right? To normally look at the sun or to look at the sun during solar eclipse, use a pinhole camera. You can't look at it directly, but you can look at its image. Got it? Okay. Select the correct statement. Again, we have few options. You have to select the proper statement, the correct statement. So what are the statements here? All shining objects are luminous. Think of it carefully. Image formed by a plane mirror is inverted. An image gives us more information than a shadow. All of the above. You have to select the correct statement from all of them. So I'll give you 20 seconds of time. So carefully read them. I'm giving you time to read them. So read them and then you can answer. Read the options carefully, very carefully. I'll give you 5 seconds more. 3, 2, 1. The time is up. What is the correct statement? Option C. All shining objects are luminous. No. Objects shine when light falls on it from anything else. Yes or no? Right? Generally, like silver shines. Right? Generally. If you polish it properly, polished silver shines. But does the polished silver shine in a dark room? Does it shine in a dark room? No, it doesn't. Because it cannot emit light by itself. So all shining objects are luminous? No. They do not emit their own light. They do not produce their own light. They reflect the light falling on them. That's it. Image formed by a plane mirror is inverted? No, it is erect. Because whenever we look into our mirror, whenever we look into a mirror, the image of ourselves, it will also have its head at the top, head at the top, right? It means it is erect. An image gives us more information than a shadow. Yes, absolutely correct. When we look at our image in, let's say, a mirror, that image gives us much more information, color, height, right, size, everything. So that is the reason why image is better. It gives more information than a shadow. Good. So that's it, everyone. We have gone into a good number of questions in today's class. Right, so you keep practicing. Okay, so thank you. Thanks a lot.